This is AI.R. Artists in Residence Broadcasting, coming to you once a week from New York City. Hello, I'm John Cullum, and beside me is my wife, Emily.
And
What is the subject today,
you have an
Emily?
interesting thing that you do that people don't know anything about.
Right.
It's a job that John has mastered on the Mac. We're normally PC people, not Mac people, but we make the movies on a Mac.
Right.
And John has mastered being a splicer. So, for instance, if it's a bad noise outside, he could splice that sound out. That was a fire engine or a police car, in case I didn't do that too well. So John has a talent, and I don't know where he got it from. He certainly didn't get it from me. I could never be a splicer the way he does on the Mac. So would you tell us what you do on the Mac?
Well, what I do is,
Splice.
it's kind of hard to explain, but it's actually very simple. You simply can move the film backwards and forwards until you get to a place where you want the film to start, and then you select that section and or go back to the other section and the first section that you cut out and select that, and then you delete it. Now it gets a little more complicated when you have to.
A lot more complicated.
Yeah, well, sometimes, for instance, a name gets kind of blurred, and I have to go in and pick out that little section that has the blurred name in it and eliminate it and go and choose and copy the name from another section in it and put that into the little section.
I didn't know you ever did that.
Yes, I have done that.
You're amazing.
Well, it's necessity. I would never have done this if it hadn't been necessary.
Well, for instance, John is reading my novels in an audio-video setup that we've been doing. And when John reads, he's constantly making he uses different voices. This is a man's voice. And he says, no, I don't like that. And he does it again, and he inserts that new thing into the video.
That's true. That's tedious. It takes a long time.
Tell us how you do that.
Well,
Play it over and over and over and over.
Well, actually, what happens is in reading the text, since I'm not, my vision is not what it used to be, I put it into an iPad, and I increase the size of it so that I can read it. But no matter how well I read it, I make a lot of mistakes. So I have to redo those things. And I usually put my hand up to indicate that's the end of that take. And then when I get to that, I stop the tape, go ahead, and eliminate that area that I don't want, and I put in the area that I do want. That's simplistic way of saying.
But how many splices do you have? I mean, you sometimes have, what, a dozen splices or two dozen more?
Yeah, sometimes I do. Particularly if it's a difficult passage, I may do it quite a few times, and the thing that makes so many different slices, Emily, is when I make mistakes close to one another, and I have to edit each one of those, and it makes a little section that is an edit. And,
It's amazing.
well, I'm amazed by myself.
Are you available? Can we rent you out? Anybody
No,
need a splicer?
I would not do this for anybody except my wife. And sometimes I wonder
Why you're doing it for your wife.
That's right.
Well, folks, that's the end of this video. Now you know that John is doing something for his wife that he wonders why he's doing it, but he's splicing away. Thank you, John Cullum.
Yeah, you're very welcome, Emily. And I enjoy doing your books, incidentally.
Okay.
So we'll see you when? Next week.
Okay.
This is AI.R. See you next week.